No one likes to be judged, right? Mm-hmm. But we find ourselves judging.
Come on in this house.
Welcome back to the Naval Black Podcast. This is Big Boy the Boss, aka the Money Quarterback, making plays with the money. Episode 101. What up, Bit?
What it do, everyone? When your attention is clear, so is the way. What it do, cuz?
What it is, man, you already know. You're emotionally available and you're spiritually healthy. That's the new sexy.
Hey, what up, Jared?
What up, you guys? Back in the yo.
Back in the yo, man. What up, Vic? How you doing?
What up, y'all?
Producer Vic.
You know what they say?
What they say?
No rain, no flowers.
Don't write no about. What's your song? What's your song?
The hell with that song.
Don't you love when I come around?
Not at all.
Nah. But we got guests in the building today, man. Introduce yourselves.
Go with Prince first.
All right, well, I'm Prince. 32 years old. Just met these guys within
Like the last couple months.
I moved into town, Batesburg, Leesville, to my neighbor / family now, Cornelius. So happy to be here.
Appreciate it, man. We happy to have you.
Yep.
What up, Cornelius?
Who
Freddy
are you?
Krueger?
Yeah, I'm Cornelius. Everybody know me as Lil Gator, Human
Yep.
Tornado. I'm just living life, man.
He got
Glad
that
to
deep
be
radio
here.
voice.
Like Cornelius,
Yeah,
he like the type of
yeah.
person like you got to ask him, you eat pork? Like, do you eat pork?
Yeah.
Might
But
be a
tell
Muslim.
us what you do. What y'all do?
Oh, well, everyone knows I work. My bad.
You good?
I'm a barber down there at Famous Cuts with what y'all call him, Young Malik.
Yeah.
Mad Ox. I call him what Frank call him, Mad Ox. But yeah, I've been cutting hair about 5-6 years, and so we down there at Famous Cuts. If you ever need a haircut, stop through, or probably best to text us or call so we can get you on the appointment system.
Yeah.
We won't do walk-ins unless you got walk-in money, but if you got walk-in money, we do you too.
Yeah, indeed.
Professionals. So what you do, Prince?
I'm a truck driver. I deliver liquor and wine to the grocery stores and the liquor stores.
So you ain't over the road. You just like, you come home every day.
I'm all over South Carolina, but I'm home every
Yeah.
day. Yeah.
What part is like you said all over, but what part you go to mostly?
Mondays I'm in Rock Hill. Tuesdays Somerville, not too far from Charleston. Thursdays I'm on Killian. I'm in town, and Fridays I'm in Orangeburg.
You is all over, boy.
All over.
Ride right there. That's coast to coast.
How it is like being in the truck all the time. You feel me? Like you be by yourself.
It's cool. Sometimes you get lonely, but you know, cause you to yourself,
Yeah,
you to your
just
thoughts.
thinking.
So, but sometimes you cut your music on, cut a podcast on, you good to go.
Yeah. If you going through something, it's like I gotta drive all this time just thinking.
simmering
about,
in
like,
it, yeah.
God, I ain't really like here. I'm like in that spot, but it's like I still gotta do my job.
Yeah, but it's cool being to yourself. You know, some jobs, I done had jobs where your supervisor hit on your neck the whole
Yeah.
time. I go months sometimes without
Seeing nobody.
Yeah, just
Okay.
come,
You gonna pull up, pick up, drop off.
go. That's it.
Let me get my CDL. You did. You feel me?
Man, you can't drive that long. You'll go to sleep.
That one's an
Man, I
hour.
be up, boy.
That's
That's
what
your
I'm
word.
saying. That's
But
my
nah,
scariest
I
thing.
just do the long box trucks. I don't do the 18-wheelers. So
Oh, driving box trucks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So, do you need
yeah.
a CDL for that?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
the ones with air brakes.
I want me a box truck. I don't need a
If you
CDL.
got
for.
air brakes, you need a CDL.
Yeah, okay. I want me a 26 footer then.
Talking about air brakes or whatever, ain't that something to do that got 110 years, but they lowered it? Like his brakes didn't work or
He
something?
was driving.
They had went on strike though for that.
Are you scared of
yeah.
that? That's what the most scariest thing for me. I feel like 18 wheelers are such like they killing machines out there really because like you can't handle them really if they like the brakes stop working or whatever. So you won't be scared of that like driving?
I think what I'm scared of the most is if I have a blowout in one of my steering tires, that front left tire or right tire, because if that right one blow out, the wheel gonna do like that. So I don't know if it's a family right here beside me, but I'm taking out whatever's over there, you know. So
Yeah, I got to
it
for
can
my
get
life.
ugly, you know.
Yeah.
And of course, going to sleep. You know, sometimes you get tired. I wake up, I leave town around between 4 to 5, and sometimes I don't get back home to 8:30, 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah,
So
that's a
sometimes you might doze off, and you in the other lane.
That's
And if it
scary.
wasn't for those little Those little.
Yeah, that wake you up.
I might not be here right now. You know,
the smallest things
the
like
smallest
that
things,
save your life.
Smallest things.
But that's what I'm always scared of because like when you driving, like you got to be alert. Just like with y'all cutting hash, you really got to be alert because like you're doing a service with like alertness is key. Right. But like I said, that's why I like thinking about when I had the job. Like, I ain't have to be too alert. You had to be alert, but like it's the same mundane thing. So that's why. Like driving, I do it now, like with the gig job or whatever. But like driving ain't something I want to do forever because I hate having to be so alert when I'm just trying to make some money. Like,
cause you can't just be freely driving. Yeah. You got to be paying attention, or you'll hit somebody.
Take your eyes off for a second.
That
car that was all the way down there becomes right here now.
Exactly.
You know, so.
I saw Amazon 18-wheeler run through a red light because he wasn't paying no attention, and he almost killed like by a couple cars. You feel me? Because he was going that fast.
A couple people in the car.
Yeah, know what I'm saying? It was a couple cars he was gonna hit.
He wasn't gonna kill the car.
Yeah, he was gonna kill the people.
The
people in the car. The people in the car. Yeah, you did. But it was sad to see because like I was behind. Like I'm so happy I wasn't in front of him because I'd have been out here, man. He would have crushed me. Like I wouldn't have had no chance of living how fast he was going through the red light because he never stopped. He just was driving. I pulled up beside him, but I guess he just wasn't paying no attention. Because he ain't like he was sleeping there. It just was like a young dude or whatever, but it was scary to see.
Hey, the scariest, you talking about truckers. I'm going down 20. I had just passed by 58 coming out on 20. This was well before the construction started. But the truck driver was in the left-hand lane. He crossed both lanes. Then when it opened up to like 3 lane, he was swerving back and forth. And right there, as you get ready to get off on 64A, he went all the way off the road, cut us off. My wife and I kind of backed off, but the truck kind of like jumped up in the air. So the connection was really trying to come loose. He landed and slammed on brakes and slid right there in front of that little loop coming around. Yeah, man, he was lucky to be alive. He would have killed everybody who he.
So like, did you think he was asleep or something driving?
He was something. I don't even know if he was in there. Somebody else. It was driving
himself.
We passed by. You know, I guess his airbags in newer trucks nowadays. So he was kind of slumped over, and you really couldn't see his face. You know, but he's lucky. He lucky he didn't kill us and all the cars behind us because I'm telling you, he started it all the way in the left hand and went over to the right. And then when he realized, oh man, I done crossed 3 lanes, and he jerked it, he hit a bump and
sleep.
Yeah.
That's probably what it was though, but it's hard. Your body get tired driving.
Your body shut down, it's over.
It's over. You can't even control it. That's what I'm saying. The human body is a mother trucker though. But tell me this. Go ahead.
But yeah, go ahead.
I was just about to ask Cornelius how is it working?
Hold on. I gotta ask Prince a question. So Prince, you know you got the other business going on with your IG. You still deal with that with the CBD?
Not at the moment. But the name of the business is Hemp Therapy SC, and I kind of gave it a break right now. I'm gonna do a whole new facelift, new bottles, labels. We're gonna try to do some merch. We done added cookies to it now, so. But yeah, I'll make sure I get y'all the information.
Oh yeah, because I know the samples that you gave me, they was pretty good.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
I did CBD.
Like I'm gonna tell you this though, with the CBD, you know, I got the cannabis bud, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And with me smoking the other material, you know what I'm saying? I really didn't know the difference. I'm not a heavy smoker, but me, I smoke to go to sleep.
Right.
So with what the product he gave me, I mean, I could just purchase that, you know what I'm saying? Because it gave me the same effect and it lasts as long. And I went to sleep off it, you know what I'm saying? So it was some pretty good stuff.
That's all you need because like, what you need is for stuff to make you
relaxation.
Relaxation.
I like to relax at night.
Some people out here just trying to like, meditate throughout the day or whatever.
Yeah, I don't need that. You know what I'm saying?
I might need the THC, not the CBD. Right. But I used to before I was on CBD. I had like the vapes pens or whatever. Like at first I was like trying to find out a way to try to get a little high. I did get a buzz, but like
junkie.
Trying to get a little high. That's a junkie, bro.
No, for real though. Cause what happened was like I was working at the job or whatever. So like I was not doing anything. Like I'm not a drinker at all. Like I got some wine down there, but like I just do that for right now. But I don't do that. So like I just needed something to. Cause like, I used to like just be up late at night or whatever. Like I used to be on troll. I used to be you ever hear about trolls? Like people be trolling pages. That used to be me or whatever. Like doing stuff like that. Cause I was bored.
Just having fun and shit.
Just having fun with it. You know what I'm saying? But when I start, elevating my mind per se, this stuff started to happen because I started having like creations and start manifesting the stuff I needed to do instead of just sitting at the crib trolling other people doing this.
But with the CBD, the oil, does it give like the same effect? You know, I never tried the oil. I only tried like the cannabis. So the oil, does it give like the same effect as the bud would give, or?
To be honest with you, it just depends on the person. Some people they like the oil, but usually the raw flower or the gummies are, you know, edible or something like that, you can feel it a whole lot.
Yeah,
more.
I tried the gummies, I tried the flour or whatever, and it was good to me. I mean, it did its job for me.
Yeah, I went to.
But you don't really smoke like that though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It did its job.
If you're a heavy smoker, just do what you're doing.
Yeah, you been to the place in Columbia, the CBD spot? It's like downtown Columbia.
I've been to a couple of them.
It's really nice though, cause it's like you can get.
Somebody want a 5 point?
Yeah, you can get ounces of CBD and all that
Ounces.
stuff.
Let me get that CBD.
For real, like you get pre-rolls. That's what I went there too, cause your boy was trying to find it when he get high.
You was a junkie. You a junkie.
And I'm gonna have some pre-rolls shortly, so I make sure I pass them off.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that like get that in those kind of places to get you more profit. You know, just finding a way to get in that network to like, let me just slide my junk there. Like maybe it's good. People come there and buy it. Right. It's like that's the hardest thing. Is like getting your junk to people. Like you want your junk to be accessible.
Right.
But hey, the CBD was cheaper for me. I got like 3.5 grams for like $15. I'm like, I'm with that. I went to the smoke shop. I'm like, $15, $3. Let me get that.
This a
And it
mid
did its
price,
thing
boy.
for me.
Pre-roll
Mid price.
$15, boy.
Hey, I had Moon Rock. You know what I'm saying? I had
Moon Rock was smoking really like that Moon Rock.
I had some kind of OG.
Big move on
Hey,
CBD. You was
listen.
smoking it?
Yeah, you
Listen.
gotta mix it with some other CBD.
No, I just smoked the CBD. Like I went to the smoke shop and bought it and was like, I'm gonna try this.
Yeah.
And I tried it. I was like, shit.
Yeah.
That shit
So
kept
you
to me.
smoke
And then-
on CBD?
CBD Moon Rock?
Yeah.
I have. Yeah. When I was smoking CBD, when I had stopped smoking weed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every
And
day.
after
you smoke.
that, I got the
You was
flower
like
from
feeling a
them,
little
and I
bit.
was like, shit.
I was
whatever.
I mean, it was better than nothing.
Yeah, you felt like it felt better than that.
Right.
Okay, I
That's what I'm
get it.
saying. It's better than nothing.
I remember when we was smoking K2 way back in the
Nah,
day.
you a junkie.
Nah. I would never do it again.
K2 tripping.
I'd never do it again.
Y'all-
I did
y'all-
before.
like
never
somebody
know.
drinking
Never
4 Locos.
tried.
Exactly. You never know what can happen. Boy, my heart was pumping so hard one time. I was
used-
like, this might be the end right here.
I used to
might
call
be
it.
dead.
I used to call it movie mode. You literally was like inside your own. Like remember, like on Friday or whatever, how
Yeah.
Craig was and stuff. I literally was inside my own movie when I used to smoke that. Like, is that life? Like, I just be. But I feel like it was a deeper experience. Like how people like
It's kinda like
the
mushrooms, yeah.
It was a deeper experience. But let's get the Cornelius. Yeah, hey boy, I say just trying to just living life, man. But let's get the tell me about like, cause I know you're a barber or whatever. Tell me how it is working with young man. Cause like people just can he get serious at work? Do he be serious? Ever?
It's exciting, man. So you have to go
Every
back
day.
to the beginning how
Yeah, tell us about how y'all the situation
the
started.
whole working relationship started. So I knew Maddox from back when I was a wee tiny little boy. So I think I was playing termite football.
Yeah.
Coach Little Bit was the coach
he
and
was
Ronald
coach.
Lights and all them. And so Maddox was the manager. And they used to call him Baldy. So, but the same way that he was then is the same way he is now. It's never a dull moment. So I remember him going up through high school or whatever the case may be. But, there became a
Valley went to high school?
yeah. There was a time period where, I was just doing life and doing me. So I think we probably got close to about a 4 or 5 year age difference. So I would see him at football games, whatever the case may be, but never knew what he was into in barber. So right after high school, when I left, I didn't come back for like 14, 15 years. So I started my barbering journey at Tracy's Grooming Salon. Shout out to Tracy for giving me the opportunity to learn and grow. But that relationship went south, and so I had to pick up and move. And,
you be needing that mentorship though, right?
You do. If every player that came in the NBA got to work with LeBron, Kobe, or Jordan, how much better would they be? So,
Exactly.
in many aspects, Tracy's labeled as one of the GOATs. In
Cut my hair when I did get
That's
haircut.
the
He cut everybody hair up here, probably
he a
except for
legend.
Prince.
From where we
That's the
from.
legend. Tracy is the legend.
It's days that I sat in his shop and watched him and made $20, $30 that day. But the fact that I was able to watch him and see, okay, this is the technique he's using. This might work. Let me see what I can take from it. And so, like I said, there was a requirement for me to grow. I didn't realize it at the time because I went kicking and screaming like, hey, how you gonna, how this gonna go down like this? And it was what it was. But I remember riding around like, I gotta find me somewhere to work. Because at the end of the day, the Dominion Energy didn't shut down. The town of Batesburg Leesville Water Department didn't shut down. It was just my operation that shut down. So I remember riding, and as you coming down Highway 23, I'm finna make that left to go home. And I looked over there, and at the time, Maddox at the Malibu. So I looked over, I saw his car over there. I was like, man, you know what?
Malibu.
Hey, let me ride over here and holler at this man, because I'm desperate. So desperate people do desperate things. So I'm like, okay. So I went in there, I was like, hey, man, I got to holler at you for a second. I holler at you. He had just finished up his head. He was like, sure. We went outside and we rapped or whatever. And I said, hey, man, I need a place to work, like bad. You mind if I? He was like, man, you can start tomorrow. You want to keep?
Like that.
You start the fucking day if you need to.
You want?
But hey, the thing was, he came there, and I was like, when he asked for the job, like, this nigga know better to ask me for this fucking job. Knowing I'm gonna say yeah. Hey, he should have just came. Hey, let me work here. Yeah, go ahead. Because the thing is, I never would have that barber license if it wasn't from him. Yeah. Because I never studied to take the test. But once I failed the first time, I went around there, him and Tracy cutting hair. I knew he had got his license. We got our license around the same time, really.
Exactly.
So I was like, shit, boy, I failed that motherfucker. He was like, hey, I got some study notes at the house. I like bring it to me. Brought it to me the next day. He told me how. He told me to bring it. So I feel like, hey,
that helped
you helped me. So now you came to me.
You gonna get the same.
Open, nigga. Hey, look, I got an extra key right here. I'm gonna give you this key. You can put your shit in whenever. Hey, it is what it is. So as we working together, he started coming up with ideas that I wasn't even worried about because I'm in here just working. Yep. I need to get this money. Because
2 minds better than one.
So hey,
exactly. Yeah.
I done put this money into this and this and this. I gotta get my money back. I gotta work. But he was coming in with good ideas like, hey, we need to redo the floors. We need to do this. I'm with it. Yeah. So it brought out more to it, and it brought more people.
Yeah, it's like a barbershop.
Like
barbershop.
Like the floors were just black concrete. Now we got a layout of checkerboard like a barbershop. It was his idea. Yeah. He knew the man to do the job. I'm with it.
A checkerboard classic.
That's what I'm saying. It's like a barbershop.
But what was crazy is that what was crazy is that for me, when I went in there and talked to Maddox, because I had being in the military after 14 years, I have some things on my background that caused me to be a little difficult to work with at times, if you want to say that. And so it was like, okay, I explained to him my situation, and again, he never hesitated to say, hey, man, you can come out here. Like I said, you can start tomorrow. It's like, you want a key, I'll get you a key or whatever the case may be. But then as a man, I had to say, hey, Maddox, check it out, man. There wasn't a time that Tracy said anything bad about him. There wasn't a time that anybody per se came in and said something about Maddox. But if his name came up in the shop, if you in a barbershop, other barbers' name come up in the shop, they would share that Maddox personality and, give me little different hints about his personality. And I was one of the first cats to say, I'll never work with somebody like that. Ain't no way. Because if you around Maddox, Maddox is the same he is here. He going to be the same
everywhere.
If Bishop Don Juan walk in the shop, if Joe Biden walk in the shop, Maddox going to be Maddox. So you either learn to love him or you learn to hate him.
Exactly.
But it was like, okay. But I made those comments and I said, hey, man, before you just allow me to work in your establishment, I need to apologize to you. It's like, apologize for what? Hey, these are the things that I said. I don't need you to hear it from anyone else. I don't need for someone off the streets come and say, man, that cat was down there, another barbershop talking about you. Yeah. I said, nah, man, I told folks that I'd never work with you, but I need this job. Yeah. If you don't mind, man, I want to apologize because I need this
because like what you heard?
Yeah. It was, no one likes to be judged, right? Mm-hmm. But we find ourselves judging. It was just, people would share like, now that I see it for myself, if you don't understand a person, then
you might take it the wrong way.
You might take it the wrong way. So some of the things that they would say, Maddox, man, he just been there cussing, whatever the case would be. One thing I can respect is if it's Tuesday and we in there cutting hair, Maddox gonna cuss. If it's Sunday in there, Maddox is gonna be Maddox. Yeah. So I was just like, nah, I never work in there with him, man. I can't even put up. Nah, that ain't no. But at the end of the day, people come to the shop because the barbershop has kind of drifted away from what it used to be. Now with us doing appointments, so you ain't got people hanging around, you ain't got Checker Fred over there. But those men and women sometimes, people miss the barbershop community because the barbershop was more like, hey, I can go and let my hair down and get my hair cut and relax and be who I want to be. Yep. And Maddox create that environment for you to just do just that. If you come in there and you the pack, he cut preachers hair, I cut preachers hair. He cut deacons hair, I cut people. So it ain't all about, who you cut, but if you want to come be yourself in an environment, that's one of the places you're looking forward to it, then he definitely creates that environment for you to be able to do that. And that's one thing I give you credit. I thought you got to be, upright and holy. You can't say this and when you come in that environment or you come to the shop, you'll feel right at home. And you're going to hear what people say at home. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So,
exactly. Yeah. As long as you're providing that service well, people going to come. I say, it's all about just doing that, providing the service.
He like the best type of barber because everybody love Mal in town. So he going to always have clientele.
Exactly.
And he'll always like grow his clientele because it's hard not to like Mally per se. And then he coached for the kids, so it's like he got so much
in town. That's what it is like. But it's so real that when you look at it from outside perspective, like you is building like a whole like imprint on town. Like you know how you say like the quote unquote drug dealers, but you ain't even doing it. You just own a barbershop, you know. And saying like they just put a stamp on the town, helping the kids out, you know, providing community service, and that's what it's all about. Like you say, giving down to the little folks.
Yeah, but see, my thing is running a business. This is my first time really like running a legal business, but you know, working with Cornelius, it showed me so much different on how he came to work, and now I don't look at him as a barber in my shop.
Yeah,
I look at him as that's my business partner.
Yep.
I don't really do shit without asking him. You know what I mean? So we kind of like come together on that shit. So then, but this is the thing, like you say, he left Tracy and came down there. If he leave me, I'm a fighter. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he can't leave. He locked in because he done gave me so many great moments and great ideas. Like my birthday, he don't have to do what he do. Christmas, he don't have to do what he do. This man done bought me a gift every time my birthday came and Christmas. Like, I mean, he don't buy cheap. I'm a cheap nigga.
But he don't even have cheap ideas either, though.
Listen, he don't have cheap ideas. But listen,
don't give no cheap
my Christmas gift to him was $50 last year. Yeah. My Christmas gift, the year before, and the Christmas that just left, it was another $50 gift.
Yeah.
His Christmas gift, it was a pair of clippers. Them bitches cost $200.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? My birthday, he bought this modification for my clippers. We always talked about it, but me, I looked at the price. I'm not ordering this. I already got the clippers that do what the same modification do. My clippers went down. My birthday came, he ordered. He was like, I'm going to tell you what I got you. I ain't good on surprises. You know what I'm saying? So this modification shit costs $80. That's a whole nother pair of clippers to me.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
But he like that person like Christmas time, somebody like have to give from the family and family.
Oh yeah.
Like you just give the gift that you want to give them instead of like giving them.
I'm probably like a little brother to him, an aggravating little brother.
Yeah.
Cause guess what? I go over there to his station, I be stealing shit.
Yeah.
He ain't there.
Let me go get it for
him.
him.
He got some clippers. Them bitches cost $300. I ain't want to spend that money. He be gone. I'm gonna use He know. Hey, I see him pull up, clean him out real quick, stick him back up there.
Yeah. The goal is to leave something better than what you found. Not that I found anything in a bad situation, but if I can't make it better, then I ain't gonna make it worse. You know what I'm saying? So the things that I do or I choose to do, I believe in planting seeds. If you plant corn gonna grow. You plant cabbage gonna grow. So I just, I try to do for others, as the good book say, as you want them to do unto you. Whether they do it or not, it's just out of the kindness of my heart. My cousins are doing the same way. If I see something that I know that I would like, then why not get it for them? Because it'll come back. Come back, man.
The wise words from Cornelius, man. Cornelius can have a little talk session with you.
But y'all don't know this. Cornelius wrote a book.
Yo, people was telling me about
he wrote a book. You know what I'm saying? I never seen the book. I never asked about the book yet because I know I ain't gonna read it. I ain't gonna lie to him.
I will.
I buy it just to support, but I know I'm not gonna read it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't a big reader. I'd rather listen. You know what I'm saying?
I listen.
I'd rather listen to the book. You know what I'm saying?
You can read it though. It'd be tight.
That's what I'm saying. Listen to him tell his story. That'd be tight. Cause like Charlamagne book. Have y'all listened to Charlamagne the guy? He got 2 books. He telling his story. Kevin Hart. Yeah. Anybody listen to Kevin Hart tell his story? It's funny as hell to listen to him tell his story. Yeah. But so you can really, that's a market because like that's just like podcast style. You can put it on Audible and just like tell your story and let people know like you can go buy it, purchase $10.99 or whatever. That's a click of a button. It's on your phone, download on your phone, and you just listen to it instead of having to read it.
And you got that radio voice.
And another thing too with Cornelius, he didn't know. Prince don't know because he made it when he moved. Y'all probably didn't know because y'all was younger, but Cornelius was in the band, right?
I remember.
So, this man used to play the drums. You feel me? He didn't know though. He had a low key fan base. I remember me and Adrian. After the game, the football players come, the band play behind him, right? Me and Adrian was walking with Cornelius every game, home game, while he beat the drum. But the whole time we looking like, Cornelius, let us hit it one time. I want to play it one time. Just one fucking time let me play it. I remember I can play it. So then the movie Nick Cannon come out with the drum line. I just think about Cornelius playing this shit all the time. Like it was just cool for him to be so short. And he got these drums right here.
It was him and Eric there on town. I remember that at the same time.
Don't talk about
it. I remember at the same time. He had his pads. Hit him a 33. He used to come out there with his pads on.
He did after the game. Once a year back when we were in band. It would be right before we go to upper state or lower state finals, whatever that competition was. But we would always perform the show right after the game.
They won a championship this year?
Yeah, man. Since
Who did?
Baseburg.
What?
And
They
band,
always
one
win
of
the
that
band. They
Oh,
always
yeah.
win the
The
band.
band has grown, and it's more of a concert musical style that they focus on now. Back then, we were trying to make the band look like South Carolina State.
Yeah, you ED
And then, so with all that being said, we would perform the show after the game, but ED would go out there, play a full Friday night football game, and like you say, take his top pads, shoulder pads off, stay in his lower pants and everything, and hey, he'll play his trumpet and march around the field. And not only did ED, he wasn't just in the band, because the band got different levels. He played the trumpet, so he was first trumpet. He was up there with the best of the best, and still catching passes and intercepting football on Friday night.
And get busted up by Newberry. I'm gonna put that out there.
He did get hit by Newberry now. He got hit so hard, the man got to walk to the sideline on Newberry's side of the field, took a knee and took his helmet off.
Hey,
The coach was like, hold on, we want him to play over here, but he don't play over here, man.
he like, he ain't good. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Come get it.
That's something to talk about, though, like just playing band. But like I said, you talking about band. Give us some insight on the band. You said first trumpet.
So, I myself was a drumline captain, 11th and 12th grade year.
You in the band, Prince?
Nah,
Hey,
No
so
band.
don't get me
I was in a
wrong.
band in middle school.
Just for a shout out, hey, I had a Roddy Road career. I played cornerback, Quentin Langford and them, and Butterball.
Yeah.
And all of them come around the corner,
You won
run the
championship?
sweep. Oh, I run 3 championships down there. My last year that I
Okay.
played down there, I think Dre Blau was the quarterback. I tried to play running back. I quickly found out football, basketball, those things, although I participated in them, they weren't for me. I was for money.
Yeah,
So
yeah. You
I
wanna
was
get
a
the money.
manager at McDonald's when I was 16 years old.
That boy going hard.
I was,
Imagine
I
that
had
in high
keys to the
school.
shop. Then I quickly was introduced to the streets, undoubtedly, but I was trying to do things I shouldn't have did there, and I quickly left there. Then I worked at the Leisure Center for 2 years before I left and went into the military. But for me, I saw it, I'm living in Sand Hill. I played sports, but I was more about, man, I got to give me some money to get me a car, because I got to be able to have a way back and forth to Sand Hill. That's that bus ride long in the morning.
You got a lot of time to
It's
play.
long, and then you go back home at night. You ain't come back uptown. You come uptown but once a week outside of going to school. So nah,
That's
man.
wild because that's a different perspective. We live in time.
Hey,
Yeah.
and if you from Sand Hill, we know you good at football.
Oh yeah.
But hey, it missed him.
Yeah.
You was about to get that
Yeah.
money. You was about
Oh
to get the
yeah.
money.
I was about the money,
How
man.
was the military though?
The military was straight, man. I tell anybody, the military isn't for everybody.
for me.
But for me, it was easy because it was when I showed up and I started learning what was going on in the military. It was mainly if you did what other people didn't want to do, then you made rank really fast, or you had to make those sacrifices. My mom always raised me to go for what you know. Like, why not? So I always was a smart kid, even though I did bad things.
Yeah. Like everybody.
I was always in the books. My mom didn't play. A B was a warning. Hey, you better get that up to an A. So I was like, okay,
a
cool.
B, we party.
Hey,
What?
so
I'm excited.
I never made a C. You can go back and look at my report cards. The only time I made 1 C in high school, and I didn't get upset, was my senior year. I had golf and racquetball.
Golf and
we-
racquetball?
hey,
Y'all had them
golf and
classes?
racquetball, yeah.
What year you graduated?
Golf and
99,
racquetball.
class
Oh,
99.
class of 99.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
we had
man.
this lady. I can't remember so we had Miss Wolf, but I forgot the teacher. I think her name was Miss. Man, it was the first time. It wasn't Azalea Williams but it was a black lady, and she taught golf and racquetball. Man, we wore her out because we left and went to the Leisure Center when they had the racquetball courts over there. So we did the golf session out there on the track field, but when you had to do the racquetball piece, they took us on a bus to the Leisure Center. Man, we was all down there before Wendy's was
Cornelius,
Wendy's.
what's up?
Man, when they dropped us off and she was in there teaching racquetball, we left the Leisure Center and went and did what we wanted to do. So
I didn't even understand how you even got a job at Leisure Center, because I always used to wonder that though, because
I remember when you two guys used to come to the Leisure Center.
She owned the Leisure Center by now.
Yeah,
she
shout
should
out
own
to
it.
Sarah Anthony. She owns the
She
Leisure
should.
Center. I don't even want to talk to Christy, the woman that's on the center.
Yeah.
It's simple.
That's her Leisure Center.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I mean, hey, I remember Cornelius working there. We was in the PAC program.
Yeah.
But with Cornelius working
Pat,
there,
that's the test.
No,
No.
the Positive Attitude Kids program.
yeah, it's a
after
program. I
school.
only went on Tuesday and Thursday. Me and Smiley went Tuesday and Thursday because that's the swimming days.
Yeah.
We just wanted to go to Camp County. We ain't give a fuck about the rest of that shit. You know what I mean? Like,
I just wanna
Camp County.
swim.
I just want to
yeah.
swim. I don't have a pool. Ain't no pools in the
These
hood.
no food in the
80s
hood.
babies. We was like 90s babies, so we ain't like live the same lifestyle y'all live.
Yeah.
Nah.
So
But
what
like-
was the book called?
So my book was called Tired of Running. So
No, he was slow.
no, what happened was the book came about when I was in the military. like I said, I had served about, at this point, 12 years in the military. I had made the rank of E7, which is, in 10 years, is kind of unheard or uncommon. But, you know, I was blessed to be able to do that, doing well.
What does that mean though? Like the E7 is like
E7. So that So I started out as an E1. Okay. The highest you can go is E9. So normally it take about anywhere from 14 to 16 years to make E7. That you on track if you make it by then. Some people never even make it to that rank. But by 10 years, I had already made E7. I was doing good on pace. I had got my bachelor's degree in healthcare administration. So I was doing well. Although I ranked up in the military, I didn't mature in life. And so I grew up, like I said in Sand Hill, I didn't play football because I chose not to. I wanted to chase money. But from chasing money, some of the things that I learned, it was flawed. So I thought, you know, as long as you provide money for your household and you taking care of home, you can do what you want to do. And so I was in a leadership position. They changed the name for a period of time in the military to an AIT platoon sergeant, but that's slash for I was a drill sergeant pretty much. And so I was in charge of some of these younger soldiers. And like I said, I did mature. I still thought as long as I take care of home, I could do what I want to do. And so I had a situation where I had 2 female soldiers that got in trouble or whatever the case may be, and I had to call them in my office and pretty much put them in trouble, or not necessarily put them in trouble, but hold them accountable for the trouble that they had caused. And so as a male soldier, you always, in leadership position, you make sure you don't have anybody in there with you by yourself, because he say, she said, you can get in a lot of trouble. So I called the 2 females in my office or whatever the case may be, and I'm writing them up. I'm sitting here like asking them what their problem is. I can smell the alcohol, you underage, and all of this. And before I know it, they start kissing. They start, you know, doing things they shouldn't be doing. And like I said, although I had made the rank and I had grew in the military, I didn't grow maturely. And so before you know it, minutes later, I'm involved and engaged in what's going on, which is illegal. It's illegal. I was married. I'm in charge. I'm supposed to be the one that's leading these soldiers. God damn it. But at the end of the day, I stopped the situation. Hey, this didn't happen. We can get in trouble, whatever the case may be. And I thought the situation had happened and it was gone. I try to teach my kids what you do in the dark eventually will come to the light. You know what I'm saying? So we go. That happened in November 2011. You go down on the road. I'm still leading. I'm still doing everything that I need to do. And something popped up. I got called into my commander and first sergeant office, and they're like, "Hey, man, we got this allegation against you, and what, you know?" And I'm thinking to myself, "Nah, that ain't happened," you know. And then I thought about it. I was like, "Man, this happened." And so, long story short, I ended up having to tell them, "Hey, look, you know, I engaged in oral sex with these females. It shouldn't have happened, and I admit to it." That was the best and worst thing that happened to me, because at the end of the day, I could have denied it, tried to fight it, but the guilt inside of me was like, "Man, I'm in charge.
I gotta release it.
I couldn't carry on this." And oh, by the way, at this point, I'm focused on trying to save my family. I ain't worrying about this military career. So, long story, again, I ended up admitting or taking a plea deal with the government to say that I did this and I did that. The government was not willing to accept the truth of what happened. They wanted more, because at this point in time, if you go back and you look it up on Google or whatever, they have a big scandal in the military throughout all of the services, especially the Air Force, where they had drill sergeants sleeping with female soldiers, charging them to be able to graduate if they couldn't meet a certain aspect of their physical fitness or couldn't pass tests. And so you had a lot of this stuff going on, and it looked like
you're a part of it.
I'm a part of that because of what I agreed to. So in agreeing to that, it was like, okay, cool. So I take the plea deal. The judge comes back. The judge gives me 15 years in prison based on what the military law states, because oral sex in the military is illegal, married or unmarried. If someone were to catch you having oral sex with your spouse in the military, you can go to life of prison.
So that's like the rules and the law of the land?
It's called UCMJ, the Uniform Code of Military Justice. So if I go out here and I speed on I-20 and I'm in the military and I get a ticket, if my chain of command finds out, they can charge me under the Uniform Code of Military Justice as well. Okay. So you can get in trouble in doing that. And then, you know, out here in the regular law, there's no double jeopardy in the military. There's double jeopardy.
Oh,
Because you know why? Because he is a role model. It's like an NBA player, NFL player. You know what I'm saying? So what he do can impact on someone who looks up to him.
Yeah.
You got to think
know what
about
I'm
the
saying?
Army is
So
a big company.
He's for the world.
Yeah.
He's for the world.
So when you
I'm
do
not.
this, you
You feel
represent
what
the
I'm
military.
saying? But I'm just giving an example. I could be for the world, you know. But hey, one thing though, with his situation, I never even bring that up. I never even talk about it. I don't give a fuck about it. People were coming to me with bad stories. Oh, you gonna let him work in your shop and da 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 da. I said, guess what? I don't give a fuck. That man bought me some clippers, and he always pay his booth rent.
just buy Mally out.
Ahead.
He professional to me.
Hey, look,
Yeah.
that man is more professional than me because I may cuss you out and kick your little kid up the ass when he get out my chair. But
And he's actually did that.
He's
I
cool.
can believe it.
He cool. He
the
goes
little,
out
man,
with
the little
respect.
man got out the chair. Mally kicked him in the behind. I was like, "Hey man, who kid is that?" He was like, "Hey man, he all right, he all right." The little man went out there, got his money, came back. Like,
Mally
I
know
would've paid
everybody,
you.
man. I
Yeah.
ain't never saw somebody that knows so many people, man.
But hey, but other than that, I feel like Cornelius is a great person.
Oh,
Hey, I
appreciate
met Prince. First day Prince came in, and like that's my neighbor Prince. Boom, he dapped me up every time he come in the shop. I'm the first. He dapped me up.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, he came to me. He talked about the jewelry. He talked about going to the gym. Nigga, you my brother too now.
Exactly.
you.
And that's,
Hey.
hey, real talk. So I'm sitting out there one day. I'm a big grass person, but I'm out there watering my grass. And hey, I hadn't been in the house 2-3 months, and I saw them coming in. So I was like, "Babe, we got neighbors." And she was like, "Okay, you gonna go over there and speak to them?" Like, yeah, I'm cool. I walk over there. So I go over there. Hey man, I'm Cornelius, whatever. And he me introduced it. It was like my name Prince. I'm like, all right, cool, man. Like, you need anything, you need help, you from around here? He was like, nah, I'm from Columbia. It's like, all right, man. Well, hey, the main thing people think of when they think of Batesburg, Leesville is Sheely's Barbecue, man. We got a barbecue spot up there. It's all right. I grew up eating it, so I'm kind of over it now. So he was like, cool, no problem. True story. I come home from one day from work. I don't think I was at the shop yet. I think I might have been working in Tracy still. But I walked to the mailbox, and then this Audi comes by the road, and they speed, but they slam on brakes. And they was like, yo, Summers. Now, in Batesburg, Leesville, nobody calls me Summers. That's a military term of endearment. If you call me by my last name, it would have been Lil Gator, Cornelius, or whatever the case may be. So the car goes up, backs up, and was like, what's up, Summers? I'm like, what's up, Candace? What's, Miss Prince, whatever, how you know? Still in my mind, I ain't put two and two together. I was like, what you doing? She was like, oh, nothing. I said, what you doing in my little old town of Batesburg, Leesville? Now, mind you, Miss Candace Prince at the time, she worked for me in my dental clinic in Germany. This was
Germany?
I was in Germany in 2006 to 2011. So I met her in Germany, and she worked for me about 2 or 3 years before I left to come back to the States. So I was like, if you down here, I said, y'all made the turn too soon. You made a right turn if you was coming down number 1 at the light, go through the light. Sheila's on the left-hand side. She was like, oh, okay. But no, I'm here to see my cousin. I was like, your cousin? You got a cousin down here? She's like, yeah, he just bought a house at North Lee Street. I said, I stay at this your, and by this time he come outside, he like, yo, what's up, Candace? I'm like, y'all know each other? He was like, yeah, that's my first
Small
cousin.
ass world.
Your first cousin? Like, Miss Candace, you used to work for me. She was like, that's your, had no clue. And he had been staying there about 2 or 3 months and never knew that his first cousin used to work for me in Germany.
That's crazy, right there.
In Germany, I was in a whole
Germany.
other
That's
country.
crazy. That's a small world.
Yeah.
Small world that you
Yeah.
can meet anybody.
So have you tried Sheila?
Yeah, one time.
How you feel about it?
It's all right. I grew up eating like my mom and dad used to cook like that, so
Okay.
it was cool.
Yeah, they had livers and gizzards, man. They took them
Yeah.
away, but that was my
Yeah.
favorite
I don't
thing.
eat nothing else now.
You know why they took him away, right?
Why?
Because Frank would come down there and give him all the mad eyes.
Frank came down there damn near
Every
every day with like 24 gifts and give me
Yeah.
$3.
It was Frank's birthday a couple days ago, right?
Yeah, on the 6th.
But shout out, man, talking about birthdays or whatever. It's Devin's and Swag Mama Michelle's birthday today.
Happy
And,
birthday,
Happy
Michelle.
birthday, Michelle, or whatever. Like,
Birthday,
she had
Michelle.
passed away last year or whatever. So like just today, so I know I ain't gonna say how they feeling or whatever. But I like, damn man, like it's sad to see like people that you love like to go through some situation that you can't even change. But it's like so like, but you just have to like allow it to.
Do you
happen.
know everybody's birthday?
No, I don't know
No, we saw
everybody's
it on
birthday.
social
It's
media, but
Twitter.
you know, we call her like Michelle, Mama Michelle.
Yeah, I
'cause
know,
we
but he
always
know
run.
everybody's fucking birthday.
I saw it on Twitter. I
But
ain't know.
family wise, I don't know every single body, but I know, like I said, I can know a lot of people in my family. 'Cause I care about, I love my family, so like they date. Not saying
We
I
know
say,
how you cried with LJ. You love your
Now,
family.
every day last week, boy.
I'm going to ask a dumb question.
What?
Do you know his birthday?
Nah. Don't know that. He's younger than me.
That gotta be the shit.
He's born at 7:28. I'm born at 7:30 on June 13th.
So I guess we got different.
Y'all do
birth
times.
No,
Yeah, they go by time. They go by
He's 2 minutes
time.
older than me. So
I guess his birthday start 12:02 again.
All right.
Hey, let me tell you this. So before I met Prince, right? He was like, yeah, man, I got this neighbor, man. He got a challenger, man. Hey, this motherfucker's so fucking loud, and he give it hell. So I don't know who Prince is. So we in there working one day. I heard a motherfucker just go, whoa! What the fuck was that? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what the fuck was? He was like, I bet you that's Prince. So I see this blue challenger backing up in the barbershop.
Crazy, man.
Whoa, that motherfucker just out there signing good, purring and shit. Yeah. I'm like, that motherfucker pretty. He was like, yeah, that's my neighbor. So every time we hear something, that's Prince.
yeah,
Every time he leave the shop, you hear, whoa! And then he stop at the stop sign. He leave again.
He just want people to hear. Just want people to
I
hear.
say,
Oh yeah.
what kind of shit he got in here? Cause my Dodge Magnum had a fucking Hemi. It didn't sound like that. So Cornelius was telling me what he did with the exhaust. So hey, next shit I get with that big motor, I'm doing the same shit. I'm a big goddamn Prince too, damn it. But hey, motherfucker got bad at Challenger though.
Oh yeah.
I drove, when I was getting ready to buy Smiley shit, I drove that little shit up there with that V6, man. Bad that little shit in going by. I ain't want to fuck with that shit.
And then going to work, you know what I'm saying? Just being able to go to work and like get assets or whatever, like being able to spend the money the way you want to spend, like you was talking about with your backyard. Like it's like a kid in the candy store basis for a grown up.
It's so much I want to do, but it get expensive real quick, so I have to try to take it in steps. You know, same thing when we at the shop. We so many things that we want to do and offer you all coming in 2022, but we both know it's gonna take time. We got kids.
Yep.
I got a wife.
Life.
Maddox got a wife. You know
Hey,
what I'm saying?
wait a fucking minute. Wait a fucking minute. Where my wife at?
Hey, she on the way. She on the way. She on the way.
You gotta manifest.
She on the way.
So hey,
He got to manage.
Hey, I'm gonna say this though.
2024.
Cornelius really made me realize something, and I wasn't thinking about it because I was always I was blowing money. I just blow money. You know what I'm saying? It might don't be on stupid shit, but I don't mind spending money. You know what I mean? So he was like, hey, don't worry about this or something. He was like, I don't know how your financial situation is, but I know at my house I got support. I know you going home to yourself and you got to handle everything on yourself. So it made me realize like I got to quit spending money like this because I don't have a backbone.
Nope.
So
You a backbone.
Yeah, he kind of opened up. So I was like, shit, I got to take precaution with shit.
Damn
like,
right.
So I was just out here like, hey.
That was it.
I
Always.
got old money, I got new money. So I know if I made this today, I spend this, I still got this money.
Yep.
I'm all right. But at the same time, it's still declining.
Yeah, you still even though declining at that point.
Yeah, because if I don't have this, I got to dig in this. So as I going, so he made me kind of realize just by saying that little simple thing right there. So you know what I'm saying? I'm like,
That was it. Nice to
Dual
have people
income.
around you or whatever.
Dual incomes is the best
yeah,
thing you can have.
hell
You definitely need that. Like I'm saying, with me and my girl in Charleston situation, we dual income. We do the thing together. Down here, like being able to have this, you got to do this with somebody else. You can't you wouldn't be able to do this by yourself.
Because
but
I wouldn't be able to do half of the thing that's in that shop with Cornelius.
Yeah.
Because we got Wi-Fi and cable now. I won't worry about that shit. I can play a little music, but guess what? He was like, yeah, we're going to go half on the bill. Hey, we got customized rules. They bring us towers. Guess what? We go half on the bill.
That's a great idea because
You know what I'm saying?
I want to come where somewhere I can use Wi-Fi. Like I want to be comfortable in the bar. I want to be able to use my phone, not just I got to go to Madison and no damn Wi-Fi. Damn phone ain't gonna work.
Yeah, but hey, listen, that's the thing. So you know that I never really watch TV. That Cornelius shit.
YouTube though.
I watch YouTube, but not at work because I don't pay attention. It's just a background noise for me. He got down.
Turn it up.
Oh shit, she fucked it up for that.
Go ahead.
While I'm talking. No, so you know what I'm saying? With Cornelius there, it's just so much more that he done open up to me. Like we got paper towels coming. We going half on all this shit. Hey, Cornelius buy motherfucking capes and aprons out the ass like. Bruh.
This need, like I was telling you on the
Hey,
phone
I'm
the
not
other day.
spending the price that, like, you were like, look at you looking like, hey, Cornelius, your big inspiration, got you wearing a little cape apron with the back. I was like,
But
it's not a
that's
back,
good,
that's
though.
a strap. But I was like, hey, he ain't got me wearing it. This just his
It's
shit.
his.
I put on anything I see in that motherfucker.
Cause I'm that type of person. I'm saying getting all this stuff in here. Like I be used to be on the internet, like looking at like that'll be a little bit, make our little pocket a little bit better or whatever.
yeah.
So like it's always enhancing. Like every week,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like
Expansion.
yeah, like I say, like over there, like all this stuff we done did in his, like I just look at like it enhanced me because like you could have came here a month ago and didn't look like this. Like we used to have like these things on the tables or whatever, but we feel like it was like hiding people's faces. So now we want it back here so everybody can see everything from a vantage point of saying what the people gonna see.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So like, it's all about expansion. That's why I try to tell Madeline, like, he come here talking junk or whatever, but like, he know, like, we all do this together. That's why I try to tell Jerms, like, we all can learn this stuff together. Then like, wherever we go, like, man, these boys got it. Like, they doing what they got to be doing.
You got to send the elevator back down, man. That's something I learned in the military, just from leadership. You gonna make it up higher than some people, but don't, you got some people put the little stick in the door and won't let the elevator go back down. So now everybody else got to take the stairs.
Yeah.
But if I can send the elevator back down to get you, then that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get my stuff off now and leave you a little bit behind, but I'm gonna send the elevator back down. So the things that I do at the shop or do, because that's my business partner. He from day one, he's telling people the things that I did. But I saw the things that he was doing. So he never looked at it as, this is my shop or whatever case it be. Just like with Famous Cuts, he was like, hey, man, I saw, his Twitter, not Twitter, Instagram is I just look famous. So I was like, hey, man, what do you call it? He was like, hey, it's Famous Cuts, it's Famous Cuts. So I had Roger Mars, shout out to him, hometown of Batesburg. But, hey, the man always been somebody who can draw. So I told him, I said, hey, man, can you design this logo? And, let me know something, because I want to get some business cards made. He was like, all right. So once he sent the logo, I was like, hey, man, you like this? He was like, yeah, man, that's fine. That's hot. Hey, you let me work here. You know what I'm saying? So
I bring value
because
to
guess
you.
What? He talk about, hey, if you ever leave or whatever case it be, if I ever left, okay, I leave or whatever. Hopefully we all on the good terms. That's it's never the goal to leave on the bad terms. But if I were to go somewhere and start something else, why couldn't it be Famous Cuts? Yeah. Why does it have to be? Because I don't necessarily have a desire to sit here and Cornelius, because we have our own little hashtags. But okay, why can't Famous Cuts go and grow somewhere else?
Exactly.
And then he keep.
And then, like I say, you always be talking about you would need someone else to run your shot that can run it.
Exactly.
No, he gonna run it the way you want to run.
No, he gonna run it the best way. I'm just gonna run it.
He gonna be more professional.
You know
what I'm saying? But but like I say, the Famous Cuts franchise person. Exactly. That is a smart ass idea though, because like I say, at the end of the day, like your wisdom don't need to always be in that shop or whatever, because it can spread. Y'all, the Famous Cuts brand can spread, and like the fastest way to spread is, like I say, multiple locations.
Yeah, like Cornelius IG used to be the barber coach. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I just look famous. The shop name is Famous Cuts. Right. He can have that barber coach LLC, and that's still your business. Yep. Famous Cuts is just the franchise that we're working on. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like
exactly. The barber is that would be your brand. Like the Famous Cuts is just y'all the brand.
Because we both have two different LLCs, but it's two LLCs under one company. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So, we like TJ Maxx. We gonna say what we could say. We got Polo, we got Nautica, we got it all in here in this one environment. But hey, we still TJ Maxx. But in this case, we still Famous Cuts. But you got I Just Look Famous. You got Barber Coach. Two people in one entity. So
exactly.
That's how I sell it. Hey, come. We don't care about flipping chairs. Hey, as long as it come to the shop. If it come to the shop, then it's gonna benefit us.
So like you go home, is like thinking about ideas of like, what can I do to bring more value to the shop? Like
hell no, he go home and say, hey man, I think I'm about to go get in my yard. I'm about to
go cut my grass.
It's raining the whole week. This nigga over there cut hair. He like, hey man, boy, I'm so pissed off, upset. Boy, I need to cut my grass. Boy, it's raining, Stanley. Stay
on my grass.
But you just like that stuff.
It's relaxing to me. When I'm cutting grass, I'm thinking of those ideas. I'm thinking of ways to, how can we, we watch Instagram, we look at these videos, we look at this TikTok stuff, but why not? Why I can't do something like this in Batesburg, Leesville? Exactly. So it was like, I saw the black and white floor idea a long time ago. I was like, man, if I ever get an opportunity to have my own shop one day, then I put these floors in. I think bring back the old school look. And so you work with someone who makes it feel like what they have is yours too. So why wait till I get a shop?
Exactly.
I don't have to wait till I get a shop, because guess what? I get an idea right now, implement it, and guess what? If I were to open up a shop one day, then we want the floor. McDonald's look like McDonald's, whether you're going Lexington or you're going Batesburg. You're going to see the golden arches. So we just try to put our thumbprint on something that people will remember.
I got an idea that I want to get to you that you need to get a mallet so we can make this happen.
Right.
The Poetry Festival is coming in May, right?
Yeah.
I think we need to do the podcast, better do a live podcast. We schedule people to come in, but people come in for like 10, 15 minutes, like 4, 5, 6 different people, like different people. Then but we do it at the barbershop. And I feel like it'd be fire.
But you got to think of this though. You can do that, and it'll be easier to get those people because you got to think. We're still going to be working.
We're going to be in town.
You can get someone that's out the chair. Like, hey, you got a second. Yeah. There you go. I mean, I just ain't
I want to wait till you get off, though. That's what I'm saying. Like you.
Oh, I ain't getting off that day.
So how about
go home?
You talking about ideas and you talking about making money. How about not do it that way, but rather go ahead and get with the time preemptively. Go ahead and get you a slot. Just like they would, if you got a band, you can go out there and perform. You do a live podcast with people from the community, they pay to have their little segment, whether it be advertisement, whether it be, you have somebody come on and do spoken poetry or whatever the case may be. You got your segment at the Poetry Festival that you can now begin to do it yearly, but you also got it to where, hey, people can advertise. Like we might want to come on and talk about these giveaways we got at the barbershop.
Yeah, and they got
selling shirts.
You know what I'm saying? I thought about that too, but like, would they be willing to? I feel like we gotta like build it kind of grassroots in a way, because they ain't gonna maybe allow us to get this.
You know what my mentor told me? Let them tell you no. Don't tell yourself no.
That's the truth.
You don't know till you ask.
You never know till you ask. Though.
Who you ask?
That one said that's the question. That one said that's why I asked like,
hey,
like
you
releasing like.
You gotta ask the king of Leesville, man. Gotta go to Economy and talk to Brent.
Yeah, I would recommend
talk
going
to
to
Brent
Economy.
He owned Main Street in Leesville. That's his shit. Damn near every building down there. So
you know what I'm saying?
Talk to the king of Leesville.
But you know this kind of stuff because I was in town one day. Mally was taking me all around to get this little hardware, whatever. But he knew all these little small rickety hardware stores in Batesburg that I had never ever crossed.
And then I know the name. I know the names. I know the people's name personally. Like
everybody know Mally, man.
I took it to Jack.
Oh, the Jack. Okay. That's Daily Shop. Shout out to Daily's there. That's Daily. You know why that's Daily Shop. He gonna kill us when he see this with. That's Daily Shop. That's the Daily's hardware store.
Okay.
So, hey, Cornelius, you a better barber than Mally? You say?
I'm not a better barber than Mally. I give Mally, they talk about Tracy the GOAT, Michael Jordan the GOAT, LeBron.
No, LeBron the GOAT.
Okay, LeBron the GOAT, in y'all era, but I grew up watching Michael Jordan. So, hey, I'm going to let Mally have.
No, we talking
LeBron though. LeBron the GOAT, man. We already know it. How he not better than Jordan?
How is he not better than Jordan?
He do everything better.
How many championships LeBron
got? How many championships Bill Russell got? Robert Ory got 7.
How many MVPs Michael Jordan got?
How many MVPs does it matter to have?
LeBron
should have like 10
had
MVPs.
That killer instinct.
He got the killer instinct. He clutch. Okay, if you go to the fourth quarter and you look at LeBron's stats and you look at Michael Jordan's stats, LeBron has the number one stats. The most game winners and the best field goal percentage, most 3-pointers, most 2-pointers, most dunks.
Has he ever played with the flu?
He had played with COVID.
Even worse. They say COVID will kill you, right?
Hey, fuck LeBron. Back to this damn question. The best part, I never really sat there and tried to compare our haircuts.
Yeah.
I feel like I always wanted to be the best at me, and I know he want to be the best at him, so we never compare.
I mean, y'all got different styles. Like I said, you gonna just cut the way you cut.
Yeah, it's like he weigh polo and I weigh cheap shit.
I'm in competition with myself though. When I'm in there cutting, I try to make sure if I've cut this person's hair before, did I cut their hair better this time than I did last time?
But now I'm gonna tell you, we watch each other cuts, but we don't speak on it. But I be like, damn, he fade the fuck out of him.
Yeah, that shit look nice.
You know what I'm saying?
We
I done
both
seen him
cut each other
cut some
down.
of my heads and be like, hey, he faded his head better. I'm like, I'm gonna let him have him because he aggravated. I don't want to cut this out. It's one motherfucker. I ain't saying no name. But we be mad as fuck when he book up on me. He'll book either with me or with him. But hey,
like, damn, gotta take the appointment.
That's when you know you doing what you need to do. When people will come in, for instance, I think I was out, I went on vacation, whatever, and he'll say, hey, such and such came through and I got him, whatever. Some people he send me, I'm like, man, you could have kept them. But, hey, he'll send me, he'll tell you in a minute. I ain't got nothing, but if he might have something. And that's when you know you're working as a team. That's when you know it's not about, do I cut better than him? There's things that Mally does that I don't do. Like, I don't give everyone a razor tape. If you get a Mally tape, you get a razor tape. That's part of him. But I'm going to put a hot towel on you. I might do something different. Yep. So it's not about if he's better or I'm better. It's about, do we make each other better? Yeah. We make each other better.
Nah, hey, let me tell you something. Cornelius came down there. He coming there. He got fucking a warehouse full of shit. You feel me? Like, I used to be the same way. I had so many clippers, so much shit. Because it was just new to me. It was barbering. So I got these gadgets. I'm going to try this out. If I don't like it, I give it away. Yeah. So Cornelius came in there. He got so much. He was like, I got to take some of this shit home. I got too much shit in him. But then I seen him cutting heads. This motherfucker goddamn pull out the hot towel. He got the steamer down there. I had the steamer.
So you got the steamer idea from Cornelius?
No, I already had a steamer when I was working at the other shop, but I never really used it like that. So I seen the shave a nigga face. He threw the hot towel on him. Next thing you know, he came out with some shit. He done slipped on his hand, turned the bitch on, and the shit was vibrating. I'm like, this nigga different. We got the massager. This shit just. So he cut my hair one day. He threw the hot towel on my head, put the massage. Hey. I said, this nigga got something different here.
Yeah.
So, hey, and guess what?
Service.
Hey, I never touched that of his, but I watched him do it, and I talked about it only a few times. Birthday gift or something. Birthday or Christmas, one of them. And I know that shit was over $100. He give good damn gifts.
He give good gift.
Hey,
I want to be a better
just
gift
not
giver.
for me. I know he done got him a gift.
Yeah.
I know he done got G a gift because G was like, oh, he buy good gifts.
That's how I be trying to. I had got Pep name this year or whatever. I had to got some earrings or whatever I had got. And like I ain't look at the price per se because I just want to get somebody. Because I had asked T what Pep been saying she wanted for Christmas, which my aunt or whatever, and she said she even want some earrings. So I just found her some damn earrings. And I say I want to be that person. I want to be the person that just give you something. Cause my aunt she gave me some damn cologne. Like that shit wasn't cheap. I like that. You feel me? Give me something like when we do the Christmas giveaway. Give me something that you think I need. Don't just give me something that you feel like okay I got it off Amazon for $25.
I feel
You put some thought and life into it. No, I ain't. I got you something that was dear to my heart. A creation of mine.
Yeah, he wanted
A shirt.
he gave me a podcast shirt. But then the shit too short. I'm gonna have to wear it, but I'm gonna sit down so you ain't gonna know the story.
you gonna have to
The
wear it
sleeve's good.
How y'all feel about y'all people cheating on y'all, going to other people?
Hey,
So,
I love that. I love that.
You get what you give. You know what I'm saying? So if you give yourself an opportunity to cut corners, you're gonna keep going in circles. Simple as that. So when you go to someone else, for instance, I don't take it personal. I don't have an issue with it. If it's family, I have an issue with it, and I'm gonna tell you why. Family want discounted prices. Family wants you to look out for them, and I have no issue looking out for family. But if you choose to go to someone else, I guarantee you they're not giving you the same price that I gave you. So you can't come to me and get this discounted price, take off and go somewhere else, and then come back and get discounted price.
Hey,
no,
You gotta be loyal now.
Hey,
Be loyal.
my thing is this: if you not coming to Cornelius, if you was going to me and you ain't going to Cornelius, I got something to say.
yeah,
I'm mad. But hey, I like it on the other end because once that other person fucks you up,
you gotta come back.
you
home.
gotta come back and you want me to fix. I just had that shit happen. Hey,
So
shout
you
out,
talk
cuz. I ain't gonna say nothing bad about you. But boy, my nigga got some shit on his. He
Back
pushed back. But that's the thing. He was coming to me. He quit coming because he said, "Man, you keep getting too booked before I can book." So I like, I'm cool. He tried another barber. That shit got thrown back.
I think I know you talking about.
I ain't saying no name.
So what I'm saying with the booking or whatever, like how you told me how you do it over there, but like if he say you can't get in there, get him in. You can't slide him in there.
I mean, I can.
He
For a
booked
slide
up.
in fee.
Or slide in.
Hey,
Slide in.
People show up late sometimes.
Huh?
People show up late sometimes.
You know, show up late. It matters if you show up late.
15 minutes.
He
I'm
got
out
it.
of here.
So here's the thing. Sitting in a barbershop all day, that's out the window nowadays. You got stuff that you could be doing. Time is money. I can give you another haircut, but I can never, ever give you any more time. So
Exactly.
I want to sit here and I want to try to schedule your time to the best of my ability. I might be behind a little 5-7 minutes, whatever the case may be. But guess what? If I got you at 4:30, then I got the other twin at 5. If you got somewhere to be at 5:15, you expected me to be done, even if it's to run around there to the corner to your mom or you know. But when you start being late and you start chipping away 10 minutes out of this person's time, that's gonna push you 10 to 15 minutes because I still gotta clean up and do whatever.
Six people do that. That's an hour.
Exactly. And so if I can make $50 to $60 in an hour, you done cost me money. I done cost you time. You late where you need to be. So people, you know, they fight against the appointment system. But guess what? If they would have lived through the days with my cousins, them boys from Gilbert, where you had to wait 2 and 3, 4, 5 hours,
Everybody
and you
know
was
the
there at
Gilbert
7
boys.
Every Saturday morning.
Every other Saturday.
yeah.
Every other Saturday.
I used to go Saturday morning. I used to hate. That's why I hated the most about the barbershop is that like,
wait.
You gotta
the
wait.
wait.
You gotta wait.
You gotta wait.
Sitting there all Saturday morning. I just got out of school all week having to get up early. Now I got to do it on Saturday morning too,
Yeah.
and then go to church on Sunday morning.
The whole week took off.
And so like when Cornelius came, he was working with Tracy. Tracy did appointment. He was doing appointment. I was just doing the walk-in, but I was always had overflow. I don't know when I'm going home now. So Cornelius like, man, you got to put him on point, man. You know what I'm saying? So when the COVID started hitting, I really got deeper into like, yeah, I'm finna go to appointments because I don't want all this traffic in the building. You know what I'm saying? I want to get time to sanitize, spray, whatever, boom, boom, boom. So as we went, I found this little app on my phone. So I sent it to Cornelius. I'm like, hey, you got to try this app. This shit free. We ain't got to pay that $35 monthly fee.
Yeah.
Hey, they can book on their own. So he, you know me, I'm going to get it the quick way. Boom. See what it do? Use it. Cornelius, he go and study the shit. He like, yo, you can put this on your phone. You can send this link out to people. So people hit you up now and they want to know, hey, how can I get an appointment with you? I really don't have to talk. I send you that link.
Exactly.
That's so professional. I mean, like I said,
Yeah.
you always just,
Yeah.
hey, go to my website.
And what the link does, it reminds you what day you got a haircut, what time, and it allows like, once I confirm it, it lets you know your appointment has been accepted. If your appointment at 9, it notifies you at 7 to remind you that you got a 9 o'clock appointment. So there's no way you shouldn't miss it. And it was so cancel it. And we
Exactly.
Like you always say, so tell people about that big problem that you got. Like, so like people just leave you hanging on. You say you changed it for this year though, right?
Well, I didn't change. I changed it back because guess what? That'd be my little break. I ain't tripping.
And
But
I kept mine, but here's the thing. They can still try to screw you over. And they think they getting over. But guess what? As a barber, they going to need me before I need them.
Yeah.
So it's no need to try to screw me over because, again, we all losing. So you make your appointment. You send the confirmation because I still leave it on mine. So you make an appointment with me. If you don't make it, if you made the appointment yourself, then I'm going to charge you a card that you put on file for $10. That's just to compensate me for my time.
Exactly. I
Because
understand it.
It's if I got my first 6 customers on a Friday morning, one of our busiest days, if all of them fail, look at the money that I have lost.
Yep.
When I
I'll
could
be
have
out
had
wasting
someone
my
else.
time.
Exactly. So, and they try to get mad. When I come here, I'm supposed to be able to get in the chair. Like I said, I'm gonna be a little bit behind sometimes. But I try to text you and let you know, hey, you appointment at 3:30. Get here by 3:35, 3:40.
I ain't texting shit.
You know,
You
we may not have time to text.
But you get here.
That's why he young Mally, man.
But hey, this the thing though. This the thing. Look, with that and with that time being wasted, like, okay, this is what killed me. Christmas Eve, I work 8 to 8. So when it winds down, everybody been showing up, but I had one person that was from 6 to 7. No call, no show. So I wasted a whole hour, and then I got my 7 and my 7:30 person, and I also had 2 after-hour cuts I could have put at that 6 to 7 time, and didn't have to work over. So I didn't get out till 10 o'clock that night. So New Year's Eve came. Cornelius, he was like, "Yeah, I'm about to roll, blah blah." I think him and his wife were going somewhere. I'm like, "All right, I'm gonna holler at you. I got 3 more to do." My last 3 failed. Didn't show up, didn't call me. So I stayed in the shop for an hour and a half because just because the first one failed don't mean the second one, but he failed. But that don't mean the third, so I gotta wait to see if you go come. They never came.
So let's take Prince. He driving trucks. He drive all the way to Myrtle Beach to make a delivery, and they call him and say, "Hey, you don't need to deliver at that location. And by the way, we ain't paying you for going down there because we won't need to make no delivery." But he got to drive all the way back. Look at the money he could have made if they wouldn't have wasted his time.
What? It's a lot of time
The
wasted.
things he could have done.
Yeah, like
in
I
that
said, time is the most
Yeah.
valuable thing you got. So like you can't never get no time back. So if you wasting my time, you wasting something very valuable.
So, Prince, this is what you doing right now. Like this, you set with what you want to be doing in life.
Man, nah, I ain't never said. Man, nah.
Always that.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, man. I never get too comfortable. I'm trying to find something to do next, so I mean it's good right now. It's paying for everything I want. So but I just like y'all talking about your time. That's what I want. I'm trying to find something I can do where I don't have to get up and report to somebody's job and be gone all day and come back, have a couple hours of sleep, then got to do it all over again.
My girl right now, like IT right now, they calling it on Twitter bored and paid. Like she part of IT community, like where she just work, she do her job from home remotely, but like she don't have to do work all the day because they ain't always working. So like she just really at the crib, just living her best life per se, still getting paid more than most people in the state getting paid. And like I look at it like I need to get a part of that feel because she off every holiday, off every weekend, get off by like 4 o'clock every day or whatever. Like I say, her work uniform is a robe and in a blanket and stuff.
That's smart.
Smart. I say like she hit like the career like stock market like the Tesla or whatever because like IT field, that's the field that's really expanding. Where like 2 years ago, like her job when she first got the job, like we never worked from home or whatever. She worked that job 7 days and went back since March of 2020. That's amazing. Like just to be getting paid still your salary, like but you don't use no gas money. You don't never your car don't have to move some days. And like let's say like people like me and you like. You be up and down the state of well, like man, that'd be nice to sit at the crib, like better, like I say, get paid and focus on other things though. Because you can focus. She can watch Netflix while she getting paid, and like whenever they check in and say they need her to do something, she can jump on the computer or whatever. But other than that, getting paid.
Hey, I'm about to get my security plus or my CCNA or something like that tech because like get these certs.
Yeah, certification.
We're gonna do it together.
That's where it's at.
I think they say that's the idea we're saying. Like if y'all did expand though, it would be nice to like say like famous cuts like the franchise or whatever, and like y'all just expanding and doing that. Like that'd be a good idea.
Yeah, I love to do that because at the end of the day, I feel like that's a great business partner for me.
Yeah, right.
Like he's older. He come with more ideas.
He can help you out maybe in your like relationship. He a married man.
Let me break this down. He got to deal with all my relationship problems.
Mine too.
Me too.
Mine too.
Hey,
He deal with mine too.
No, I deal with yours.
I deal with
He
yours
deal
too,
with
man.
mine. I gotta push him off.
I ain't got no relationship.
But hey,
I have a
listen.
relationship.
Oh, you got a relationship.
No, I don't.
Whether it's good or bad,
I'm
it's still a
single
relationship.
as a motherfucker.
Yeah, you can be single, but still a good relationship.
Peak women.
Hey, listen. Let me tell y'all a moment. Not saying nothing.
Look at you. You don't find
Hey, listen.
Actions over words, baby.
Hey, big
Single.
boy, listen, shut the fuck up. This shit is so fucking funny right here. So, hey, it's one morning. Hey, I had to call Cornelius 6 o'clock in the fucking morning. I can't say nothing. I ain't saying nothing. I ain't gonna put it out there like that. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I decide I want to go hang out this night. But I got somebody washing the barbershop towels, the aprons, and everything. So, hey, so I go to sleep. I'm thinking everything love. You know what I mean? Wake up, I get a nasty text. So, hey, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. I know we need them towels. I hit Cornelius up like, boy, we can't get the towels back. Because the motherfucker said in text, fuck them towels, this, that, and third. So, I go down to the house trying to get the towels. She get one towel, write a note on that motherfucker and leave it on the porch like a doormat. Hey, you would not get me motherfucking towel back. Fuck you, you corny ass nigga. So I'm like, oh my goodness, bro. So I'm like, okay, it's problem. So I knock at the door. I get the text, get the fuck away from my house. You're not getting the towels. 6 o'clock in the morning. Hey, Cornelius, you up? I know you up. He on military time still. This nigga 4, 5 o'clock. Hey, Cornelius, well, I got a problem. We cannot get the towels back. He said, what you mean? I said, I let somebody wash them. I said, she won't give them back. I said, something happened last night. She won't get the towels back. So Cornelius like, man, I'm like, Cornelius, go down there and see, can you get them? Hey, Cornelius, go down there, knock at the door.
At 7 o'clock in the morning, we out there like the negotiator. I'm out there negotiating. Hey, they call him the special negotiator for these towels.
She like, who is it? Hey, this Cornelius. You know, I work with Jamie. I'm just trying to come here and get the towels. Hey, she was like,
she had her foot propped behind the door, like blocking it. So,
hey,
you know what I'm saying? If you tried to barge in, I don't know if she thought he was with me or whatever, which he was, but he was in the car. I got a Volvo. He down in the back seat looking, peeping over like. So I'm like, ma'am, can I get the towels or whatever? She looking, you know, I'm short, so she looking all over me and stuff. I'm like, can I get the towels? You know, some of those are mine, whatever. She was like, well, he said he was gonna pay me $30 to wash these towels.
I never said I was gonna pay. She volunteered, but once some shit happened, it went left. Now she want money. She want ransom for this shit.
So she slammed the door in my face, and I'm standing there, so I'm knocking it in. She came back. She was like, what? I said, listen, man. I got a few clients that got to come in this morning. I'm gonna need these towels, man. Like,
but it's a professional, man.
I'm trying to like negotiate with her, so she was like, "Hold on." She slammed the door. She came back with like maybe 4 or 5 folded towels, put them in my face, and was like, "That's all you get right now." So I was like, "Well, she did give me enough to cover any clients I got this morning. Everybody don't get a towel." So I left, whatever. I called him back. Well, I had dropped it back off. Then I called him. I was like, man, you good or whatever? He was like, man, hey, I don't know what's wrong. So I was like, hey, send me her number. So I'm texting her like, hey, man, can I please get the towels? You don't understand. And then she want to go into, no, he said this, he said that. So finally I was like, look.
You got a mouth on her.
I'm married. Do you want me to get my wife involved or whatever the case may be, whatever? So then I text him like, hey, man, this is what I texted. He was like, nah, bro, we good. I got him back. We good. We straight now.
Yeah, now y'all got
I got a situation.
I always make a way.
Sweet talk. But I had to pay that $30 though. Hey, so I want my motherfucking money. Put me on. Hey, I want my motherfucking money back. I'm gonna send you this clip too, girl. But hey,
so Matter, you out here having a woman problem after a couple of weeks ago. I thought you was all in the clear.
I
thought you got your woman.
This was a long time ago, bro. Like you bringing up, you trying to make this shit relevant now.
It's cool at the shop right now. Let it stay cool. We done had cracked windows and everything. Let it stay cool.
But guess what?
Stay cool.
Former guest.
But talking about, Cody, you watched last week's podcast, right?
Yeah, I watched the bits and pieces.
So did you have a problem with the bleeps? What you got to say about bleeps and like?
Hold on, last week or the week before?
No, Laura. No.
Oh.
Yeah, with the bleeps because people had problems with the bleeps.
They just want to be messy and nosy.
Yeah, because I think like we can't like even though like I said y'all come on this platform. This is y'all art, y'all the artists, and this is a platform. This is y'all canvas. But like I say, if you can get your truth on here, right? But like if you get somebody else's truth and they can't come on here and explain their truth. I don't feel like the Nate Black should be dropping that truth.
No, you don't need to drop it. Like it was some mistakes made with the edit, you know.
Exactly. Like I say,
and, you know,
Gerald Jones just not cutting stuff out. Like
y'all listen to 2 hours and 48 minutes of audio every second, and you think you will get everything?
You're gonna make some mistakes. So the bleeps for me, the bleeps are necessary.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They necessary. So that's just like Maddox didn't say who head was messed up. You know what I'm saying? He didn't say who did it. He just said, hey, one of my customers, they went and cheated. They came back, burning or whatever the case be.
Yeah.
I had to give him some medication to cool him off. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
I'm Dr.
he
Malley.
left it at that.
I like
it's
to be
just
Dr.
respect.
Malley.
And that's
You know.
what we were talking about before the pod. Like now on, we'll try to go about it just saying you can tell your story, but just don't say no names.
Exactly.
Even though it's funny, it's fun to listen to.
It's funny with the names, but then again, you got to think about other people's feelings and reaction.
Because like I say, that podcast was 2 hours and 48 minutes, but it came out, it was all an hour and 47 minutes because we had to cut so much of it out. Because like I say, it's so much inflammatory thing that it is funny to know about, but like we shouldn't be to the public.
Yeah.
Because you think it is. It can be about you.
Exactly.
How would you feel?
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
I don't want to do nothing to no one that I don't want done to me.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if I hear my name come out of somebody's mouth and then I know somebody else that dropped, I know the person that dropped it, like, so y'all gonna let that person say that about me and then drop it to everybody to them here.
But the thing about it is, like, you go through all that audio, you don't hear that specific
I mean,
spot.
it's a mistake.
in the
Everything
spot.
comes with a mistake.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But
but
it got corrected. You know what I'm saying? And I reached out to the people. We talked to them. We got everything.
Cool in the game.
Yeah, we got,
like I
got
say,
everything.
hey, they can come on. They can come on the podcast and have a conversation with us. I'm down for it.
Because you know what I'm
I'm
saying?
down
Like
for conversation.
the thing is, that shit bothered me that it went out because them people like family to me. And you know what I'm saying? Like I look at her son as a brother to me.
Yep.
Her other son, brother to me, best friend. You know what I'm saying?
Like I say, R.I.P.
So you know what I'm saying? His name is tattooed on me.
Exactly.
So that's my family now.
Exactly.
Forever. So
Exactly.
that shit bothered me when the shit hit. But people think it's all laughter, but that shit was not supposed to be laughter.
wasn't not supposed- 'cause like I
not
say,
at all.
and when we
And
told-
at the same time, we can't control what is said out of someone else's mouth. We can only take that out, which
Yeah.
was a part that was missed.
Minutes.
So you know
they
what
only
I'm saying?
understand how much we did cut out before they did.
Right.
You feel me? It's some
Right.
stuff that we heard
And then-
that knew was
and
gonna be
then
gone.
with them, they reached out to me and she was like, I ain't never think you'll do that to me, man. That shit hurt me. It hurt my son, So, I know it hurt her son because I called, it's no answer, then he blocked me. But still yet, we reached out and we linked up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's an honest mistake on the
I cut his hair.
staff.
At first, I could tell it was still like I'm bothered by it because we didn't have that interaction like we used to have. It's always joking. We talk shit to each other
Yeah.
because nigga, you my brother.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Little
But
bro. I know
at the
exactly.
end of the day, boom, it cleared up. Boom, we even hung out last night. Fuck
Yep.
it, now you know what.
That's what I'm saying. Like I said, I'm fine with saying like it's on me and people be edited. It's on us. Like I said, something that we miss. Like I say, there's a lot of stuff to be listened to.
Oh, yeah, no excuses, but 3 hours to listen. Y'all take 3 hours to y'all day or something.
Y'all, don't call me about this damn podcast. I'm a speaker. I ain't got no equipment. I don't do no.
But what they call you about? Tell them what they call you about, man.
Everything.
But we gotta understand, like what we just doing.
That we were telling Jeremy, like, Jeremy, you ain't getting the inboxes or the calls or something like that.
But
Or
I
like,
will.
or like,
Let me in the inboxes.
No,
Let me respond to these people.
no, or like Devin or something like that. Like we say, like when people think about Nate Black, they gonna think about the twins. So everything gonna go back to the twins or whatever. No matter what
I'm
somebody
not
say.
y'all twin.
But now, you our cousin, man.
Yeah.
That shit
But-
always
You
comes
the
to me.
liaison to the motherfucking hood.
Yeah, but when they see that, they like that's a twin, so they don't come to IDM about stuff. You feel me? Stuff like that. So like Devin saying that on Twitter or whatever. Like we can't just put out people bidding and stuff like that. You can't.
You can be sued.
Yeah, you like
Yeah.
we gonna be liable for that. You feel me? We don't want to be. Nobody don't want to do a podcast and have a conversation and have like.
Look at me chasing money. If you want to hear the bleeps, you can sign up for the subscription over here. That's
Patreon.
gonna be $10.99.
Yeah.
Hey, really, I do want to drop Ballad the video on the bleach and the bleach on the Patreon. Like, if everybody want to see it,
Hey, guess what?
$9.99.
I don't approve of that unless I'm getting all collateral money.
All
You want all the money.
I want all the money. This is me.
Hey, but just think, whoa.
My bad.
But it's so funny to think about, like, that was a funny ass podcast, though. With managers, all these names. And like I said, we got in trouble for not bleeping, so we bleeped too much, quote unquote, they say last week.
Nah, you supposed to bleep all that shit.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Yeah. Hey.
The fuck?
But hey, yeah. Podcast before, with all the bleep that was called bleep, they needed to be bleep. Hey, shout out to my baby mama. You got me cut off from all my motherfucking women, too. I'm out here lonely.
Just like my boy.
Hey, the three amigos be on the phone all the time.
All the time. What up, big?
Single Life Hotline. Single Life Hotline.
Hey,
Yeah.
always on the phone.
Hey, but the funny shit is, though, I'm going to go and clear this shit the fuck up on the podcast, and I don't care. And it ain't got nothing to do with it. But, hey, the thing is, everybody in this fucking town think that I'm messing with that woman. And I'm not. She is just a friend to me. The thing is, hey, I could take a picture with anybody. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to be throwing them no dick. But guess what? They thinking we going together. That's just a friend. Like, motherfucker done stayed in my house. You sleep on the fucking couch. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't want no sexual relations with this woman.
Nah, cause she aggravating as fuck.
So tell your side, you and Maddie got something going on, Vic?
I got standards.
That's what she said. But
That's
guess
what I
what?
told him today.
What?
I got standards.
What you trying to say, motherfucker?
I want a nigga with hair.
Well, I don't have half.
You
So
want a nigga with
yeah,
hair.
you know I ain't gonna be it then. But I also told her, any drama that comes behind our friendship,
We gonna go
you
together.
gonna be my motherfucking woman now. And
Nah,
ain't
me,
playing.
man.
He
I
said
believe
live
in
on the
that.
pod. He said
I
live on the
believe
pod.
that.
Don't bleep this
If you
out.
mess up my relationship, you my girlfriend.
How cool
I
is it
mean,
though? Like,
I guess I could deal with it. And then nigga feed me.
I did hear some drum like, you know, in the situation because your little protege. They say, you mess with your protege girl. That they say it, man.
Who's your protege?
Hell, you know who your protege is, Maddie.
No.
Yeah,
I just cleared it that I ain't never
know
messed
you
with
not.
this
But
woman.
I think that what it is cool that like, yeah, we got the platform where that we can clear whatever we want to clear up. So like,
Yeah, I don't
it's
care.
people say like, cause like you said that people saying we say like a lot or whatever. But like, I think we do say like a
That's
lot
my
when we
crush
talking.
word.
But at the same time, it's pretty cool to me that people listen to me talk or whatever, telling me that without saying a lot. I'm on the platform talking.
Hey, I gotta tell you something though.
Yeah.
When somebody gives you negative criticism, they feel bad about themselves. They try to make themselves feel better.
Yeah.
But when they give you positive, they try to make the world feel better. Maybe they just want your podcast to be better.
I love that one. I love criticism. I love feedback because it makes me better. I love meeting somebody that I don't know or maybe I do know, but watching something I'm trying to do and telling me I need to do better. Like I say, what you did with Matt or whatever, like with your chair or whatever. Like Matt saw you in that chair, not saying his chair was the bad, but like I can do better. And that's all you need. You need somebody to inspire you to be a little bit better in your what you think you can be.
Hey, he got a dope barber chair, but that bitch cost $600. My little chair's cost like $300. But I'm finna get that $600 chair though.
But here's the thing.
It's gonna be his
don't,
Christmas
Don't
gift.
bring me criticism without bringing me a solution. Otherwise, you just somebody who sit back and judge what the next
Like
person
what he
is doing.
said, trolling.
You know
Somebody
what
just
I'm saying? So
trolling.
if you, I don't mind you sharing me, hey man, if Matt I say, hey man, you could have faded that better, whatever. It would show me how to do it or whatever. I'm not going to tell you how you doing something bad or you shouldn't do that without trying to bring you some type of way of. It don't make me a know-it-all. Don't make me better than you. It's just, hey, instead of doing that, why don't you do this?
Yep.
Why don't you do that?
Exactly.
But other than that, you sit back judging me. So what about your life? What about what you got going
That's what
on?
we always say, like even with the podcast, like even though like we were Jern, Devin, Madeline, people, all us like we a whole team doing this stuff that, but we Vic, she's a producer now, y'all. If y'all didn't know it.
Yeah, new producer alert. Vic.
But no, real. But if we need to all, that's why we, cause like
They
this
fighting
stuff
over there, y'all.
is all we got. Like just how y'all learn this stuff in the barbershop. Like we want y'all to learn this stuff even more so. Like I say, we can make it as good. We want y'all to go home, like bring an idea here or whatever, and like so we can take it to another level. That's
Like
why I always.
Malin brought the idea for this. He said they were gonna be like cushion for the sound, but they just look good.
on the wall.
They look good on the
They
wall.
look good for decoration.
They look good for decoration. though.
Yeah,
Matt-
but
go ahead.
I came with that.
He made us get like our stuff on schedule and saying like be prepared, be ready. Stop being like a day. Like the day was a little behind, but like we was pretty ready. Like I say, but we do have to get everybody here to set up, to sit down, to see how it's gonna look. The final project, we can't. But that's why we say get here early, nigga. You a mom and know what's going on, boy.
New
Hey,
merchandise
hey,
coming
hey,
soon.
hey.
No, we ain't getting. So I got a couple more questions to ask them before we get out.
Hold on. And I ain't gonna say nothing else after this. Y'all always want me to come and help with this shit. I'm a speaker.
He got to get him
Hey,
from cover.
so guess what?
Here we go.
Hey, what up, Devin? I'm finna go ahead and let you know this too. Devin's face is on the front of the fucking podcast, but I'm the speaker behind his goddamn face. I'm the voice behind Devin. So guess
I don't want
what?
somebody to say to you this.
Hey, guess what? I ain't coming in here with shit until my face is on that fucking
Hey,
platform.
tell them what they said to you this week. You said somebody said, who that all doing on the front?
Yeah.
cover?
Hey, somebody come up like, hey, who that is on the cover of the podcast with the dreads? You ain't got no hair? I'm like, that's Devin. I'm a replacement.
But Prince
Hey,
said, Cornelius,
I replaced David.
Go first, Prince. Tell me what y'all trying to do in the next 5 years. Where y'all trying to be at?
Ooh. Next 5 years, hopefully I'll be a father.
Me too.
Hopefully I'll be
Me too.
working
again.
for myself. Be an all around better person. And about it.
It's evolving.
Yeah, wow, like I say, you'll know more tomorrow what you
But
where you
hey,
want to be.
and then with you, with the CBD, hey, look, I'm trying to get in on that. I'm trying to be a trap.
Trap CBD.
Well, I'm
legal
trying
way.
the CBD way.
The legal way.
The legal way, you feel me?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm with that.
Where you trying to be at, Cornelius?
Next 5 years, I'm trying to have at least 3 more incomes, whatever that may look like legally. You know what I'm saying? I want to probably get some more rental property. My wife has some rental property now, but get some more rental property, maybe flip some houses. Hopefully, I establish this life coaching thing.
I like listening to you talk.
Yeah.
It's trying to get that off the ground. I really want to focus on relationships or marital relationships or relationships in
studio
general.
for a podcast or something.
Hey, when Maddox came to the shop and told me, he was like, "Hey, man, the twins trying to do this, and they want to give somebody a free opportunity to see how I look, and then that, hey." I'm really looking into doing that, man. I want to do it to where people can call in and answer live questions, especially when it comes to relationships and stuff like that.
Your words can't help me with none of my relationships.
Because he won't listen, man. He still want to do.
Good information.
He want to be mad.
Maddox is that guy. Hey, I'm the offensive coordinator. He the quarterback, so he still got to run the play that he see on the field. But it no matter what play whatever play I call, he calling the audible. It's like, I got to coach. I got to coach.
You also go.
He have a woman that love him, but he still want to go to that other woman. He don't want to listen, man. Run the play.
You also
run
get
the play.
The 6-piece Happy Meal this year instead of 4-piece, right?
You said what now?
The 6-piece Happy Meal this year instead of 4-piece.
But yeah.
But no, tell me this. One more thing I got to say. Give us a person that y'all feel like we need to get on the podcast, like to maybe elevate our podcast. What you got in mind?
I'm gonna pass that to Prince. I'm finna think for a second. I'm gonna pass that to Prince.
You give us somebody you might know, somebody you might know that we don't know about that maybe can come on this platform and give us some idea to make our platform bigger.
Oh,
He should have stayed where he was at.
I don't really. What you mean for is like look or something to talk about?
No, I say for is like a look and an inspiration. Something that people can have an impact on. Somebody like that.
Somebody you know.
Just anybody.
Oh damn.
That's just.
And give you something.
I would say it might sound corny to y'all, but I would say like an older person who done been through a lot. You know what I'm saying? And ask them some questions like, how was life in the
some free game.
Yeah, like how was life during the 50s
Civil
or 60s?
rights, somebody that
you know what I'm saying? Like, what
Robert
do you
Irvin.
see?
Robert, he will talk your head off.
Yeah, but they can tell us some stuff that we might need to hear.
He knows some shit, though. But
Now that he just said that, for me, I would say Bobby Dozier.
I used to work with Bobby. I know who Bobby Dozier is.
Bobby Dozier or either what's the Davis name?
Bobby might be the same height.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of the other dude. I know he go up to Tracy. He owned the apartments right there, down there by Tracy. Those apartments by the old Piggly Wiggly.
Talking about Brad, Uncle?
I don't know. I think his last name is Davis.
I kind of know who you're talking about.
Davis. He owned the apartments down there by Rosa. He got some houses, some rental property down there by Rosa.
I know you're talking about. I can't think of his name.
Get in touch with him, Mally. You the voice of the
I can't
street.
think of his name.
So we definitely want people because our podcast is a growth podcast. So we want people out here that's trying to grow in different areas of life.
Yeah.
So we definitely want business people on here.
Yeah, like I said, definitely. Before April, we're gonna sit down and talk about this whole coaching thing because, like Mally brought up the whole book thing. Like I don't push that because it's something that I did to free myself. You know what I'm saying? Now that I'm free from that,
but your art. So why shouldn't it be heard?
You're right. So my way of saying that the book is heard is through the way I live. Like, you know what I'm saying? When Mally said he do this, he do that, and all that kind of stuff, the book lines up and shares kind of like what I am. I have a natural instinct, and I try not to make sure it's not overbearing. But when I come into an environment, I kind of assess it. Okay, not that the situation is bad, but how can I make it better? How can I improve it? So that's what my passion is in terms of coaching and talking about relationships. I can't tell you about nothing if I ain't been through anything. You know what I'm saying? I ain't supposed to be, based on what I shared with you all and what I went through, I ain't supposed to be married. I just lucked up. You know what I'm saying? So
Find
now,
the right one.
yeah, I'm trying to, I always tell people I'm a valued person who made poor choices, and I'm just trying to share the wealth.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So when I try to do that, the whole coaching thing, that's my passion.
And you older than Mally and got no gray in your beard or whatever.
I
So
got a
like
few
you living
strands,
peacefully. Mally,
Yes,
rough.
that's what I'm saying,
That's a
dog.
stressed out motherfucker.
That's a stressed out person, though.
Hey,
he living hard.
It came
Too
from the fucking
many
women.
Yeah, I mean, too many women. Women will bring the grave
I
out
should have
you.
been gray before this women shit went on.
You always had a lot of women.
I always had a lot of gray.
Great, yeah.
Yeah, that too.
Fuck, nigga, my granddaddy head white. Both of them, both
Yeah,
sides.
yeah.
Everybody
yeah.
is
James
white.
Frank head is white.
But yeah, who
And Freddie.
since we on here talking about it, who got thing we need to get on?
Benjamin Johnson.
Who's Benjamin Johnson?
Cornelius. Y'all know who Benjamin Johnson is? No. My dad.
Would he want to come on here though? That's the question.
Why would he?
Well, he won't come on here and beat somebody up. He won't fight.
He don't fight.
He
bro.
always want me.
Hey, Aro Levy, man. Talk to Levy, man. Get
That
Levy
would
on.
be a fire podcast.
That's a long
He's a known
standing
person.
and
Yes.
all these things that I mentioned on the Black Business.
I want to talk
Yes.
to
you know,
Jessica Dennis, Miss Dennis.
I think she'll come on, man.
I don't want to say we just gotta hit these people, but really though, I really want. I'm gonna say it out loud because like we would have hit him up before, but I think he could turn our junk to another level because he respectable. Shaq Rowland.
What about my cousin Jeezy?
Hey, that's
Young Jeezy?
No, shit. Jerry.
Jerry Hill.
Jerry here. That's your cousin?
I'm broke, bitch. I'm clocking in.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I know Jerry. I know the hill. Ain't nothing wrong with Jerry. I like little Jerry. You talking about little Jerry,
See,
right?
that's why I'm bringing out these y'all, because y'all be looking.
We like that. I know. Look, we been on the hill before.
Look, Jerry.
We've been on the hill before. I just feel like I love the fact that our subscribers done kind of like done took another level up. But I feel like now, like I say, because like the plan for December was to get a foundation per se, to get inside the base, to get our foundation, our home base, to get people to knowing that we trying to build something so they can support us. And like people that been supporting us for real, like people been coming, they've been like saying, look, listen to these people podcasts, it's pretty good or whatever. Like, and I appreciate that, John. So like now it's just to get into another level where we can like get to the metro areas or whatever, so people can know that we really trying to build something because we building something. So if
I get calls every day from different people. Boy, I looked at y'all podcast.
Yeah.
And y'all is there. I ain't on the shit. But anyway, I looked at y'all podcast. Bro, y'all motherfuckers crazy, man. Y'all funny.
I had 4 people just this week say that, hey, you watch Mally podcast? Yeah, I work with him. I've been checking it out. They like, hey, because they think it's his. They was like, hey, you watch Mally podcast? Yeah, I watched it. You know, she was like, hey, man, that's all I watch now. Like, yeah, man. It's definitely.
Hey, my uncle.
That's one of them.
He never seen the podcast. Hey, he called me. Man, this is my first time watching y'all podcast. Man, you don't give a damn. Y'all some fool.
You like my Drew?
So he was like, he was talking about that shit. So then he was like, man, I've been putting people on at work. I'm at work watching all these episodes just laughing. I'm like, boy, you gonna get your ass fired. Hey, but he called me from that morning until that night, like 10 o'clock that night, still talking about the podcast. I'm like, man, take your ass to sleep. I'm like, you gotta get a haircut tomorrow.
So cool, man. Like one last thing, we'll go with what Shell J sent you. Like,
Shell J had sent me a email DM she had got from this girl or whatever saying like they want to give her a free therapy and session like that from watching the podcast. And so that's really what the podcast is about. You know, you feel me? Like, you don't know who watching.
What girl want to give it?
I don't want to say because that's their business. But she just sent me to me.
Okay, but hey, if I think. I always thought you was sex in school.
Yeah, I mean, if you want your name said, if you want to come onto the podcast, you can come onto the podcast. We definitely would love you on the podcast.
Hey,
y'all know who James Robinson is?
I thought you was
D-Way.
I just didn't know she wanted her name said.
So D-Way was a barber that, he used to be in Batesburg. He in Columbia now, but he sell homes.
I told you about him.
Yeah, so that's a good person to come on to get that knowledge out here about buying houses and cars and property because, it's a lot of knowledge that I've gained, working with my wife and her real estate and stuff like that. But people need to have that information, man.
You definitely want 10 billion. I went to one of his events.
Tim,
if
you up with him, like, my bad.
Go ahead.
Like, he was always with my dad.
Yeah. I went to an event in I think February or March. We had went to a house he was flipping and stuff like that. But I like him. Yeah. We definitely would love to have 10 billions on.
Then he went to prison around when my dad did.
Yeah.
He was gone for a minute. Yeah, he was gone for a minute. His story inspirational though, just to see it though.
Because he put that work in. Like wholesaling and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. And man, you gotta do it. You gotta do what you gotta do and take advantage of every life experience, man.
Exactly.
But yeah, definitely stuff that's dealing with real estate and all that kind of stuff, man. Man, it's if you 20 years old or older right now, man, you gotta know some things if you're gonna make it in this life.
You got to.
And the best way to get it is. If you're gonna be on your phone, then watch a podcast. Watch stuff that's educational.
You gotta live motivational speaking, but I look at that as a podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. I watch ET every morning.
ET. But Les Brown my favorite.
But
ET my second.
I will. I must. That's every morning when I get up in the morning. Like
if you see our business card, like we got ET court on it.
Oh yeah.
If you think we could breathe something.
So it's like until you want to see as bad as you want to breathe.
You got it. So y'all know the story.
Okay. I listen to that every day. That 11-minute video on YouTube, and then Les Brown, you remember I put you on that.
I listen to him every morning.
Got to, man.
My mama made me. That's my boy.
Hey,
boy. I got some other people outside of Les Brown.
Jim Rohn.
I listen to a guy. I see the dude face. I'll shoot it to you because I
white dude, black dude.
I think he kind of mixed.
David Goggins.
Nah, it's not David Goggins.
Yeah, I listen to this every morning, and it kind of sets your
Yeah.
mood
It sets your
for the
tone.
day.
It set the tone for your
Harvey,
day.
man.
A lot of people need that.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
you. Need it.
I'm late to work every day because I'm listening to the shit while I'm getting dressed.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
It
hey,
set the tone.
I need to do that.
It helps me, and with me being late to work, that makes my day go smooth.
Yeah.
Like Cornelius tell them, they be like, man, where Matt I was at? Don't worry,
They
he
come
coming.
at
He gonna
9:06.
be 6 minutes
9:06.
late, and I'm always 6 minutes late because while I'm getting dressed, I got that shit on, and I'm getting dressed around the same time every time.
Just get up 6 minutes early, man.
No, I can't. I can't.
Yeah.
And that part that I want to see, it makes me late every time.
I want to be like young man.
And I gotta stop at the store every morning. I gotta get.
Or Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis another good one.
Yeah, Ray Lewis
Ray
great.
Lewis. And you listen. You know why he wore number 52?
I probably done heard the story, folks, but I can't think of it right now.
Don't.
Ray Lewis wore number 52 because when he was growing up as a kid, his mom was getting beat by her boyfriend or his stepdad or whoever. But she was beat. He was beating her up every day. So when he would get home from school or she'll come home from work, she got all these bumps and bruises on her. So one day he was like, "Hey mom, buy me a deck of cards." So she bought him a deck of cards, and she's like, "What are you gonna do with a deck of cards?" He's like, "Mom, just buy me a deck of cards." So each night before he went to bed, he would go through all 52 cards and do push-ups and sit-ups and all that kind of stuff. So he always wore 52 in high school,
That's deep.
college, NFL. That's why Ray Lewis wore 52
Yeah,
because he would
super
use those
deep.
cards and flip it over. If it's a 10 of diamond, he doing 10 diamond push-ups.
Dang, the motivation
Yeah.
videos like really put your mindset in the right way that in the morning that you need.
Oh
You
yeah,
feel me? Like you get your day started, you're like, yeah, I'm finna conquer this.
So let's
day.
think about who want to get up every day and go to work and make somebody else rich.
Yeah, do something that you
you
not
got to
even-
be motivated to be able to do
Yes.
that. You know, so when you get up,
Yes.
it's like even with working for ourselves. I was telling might have been Prince up mad the other day. I don't have a snooze button. Like when I was working at the Plan and Salute Royal, even when I was in the military, I hit that snooze button. But now that I work for myself, I don't snooze on me. I'm
Get up.
getting up. You know, my first move, I'm like, man, come on in here, man. Let's
I'm
get
up
this
before
7
the clock.
I'm there at 7 o'clock in the
That man
morning.
go to work at 6:30, 7 o'clock in the
7
morning.
o'clock in the
Can
morning.
you
I
doing
don't
something
be
you love to
waking
do?
up yet.
It's
Hey.
easy to get up when it's like I'm finna go serve the community. I'm finna go serve me first though.
I'm working.
That's what I love to do.
Dominion Energy, Town of Baseburg. Once I can get them out of the way, then I can eat. I gotta fix their plate first.
Yeah.
Mr. Cooper, my mortgage, I gotta fix their plate first.
Got
So
to. Unfortunately,
if I'm
but
gonna eat,
the truth.
if I go in earlier, then I'll be able, and then it helps me on the back end balance that family time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I gotta get out of there and be able to get home because get home 8:30, 9 o'clock. My wife sleep, the kids, and all that. So
You spend no family time, then you lose your family doing stuff like
Exactly.
that.
Yep.
So, most definitely. But like, get y'all social media before we got here so I can get mine.
My social media is pretty much Cornelius_Summers. I don't do Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I don't post much. I used to have a whole situation where I post nothing but inspirational stuff, but I stopped doing that because somebody who on the phone all day looking at my social media stuff ain't doing what they need to do for them. So I want you to follow my social media because I'm gonna post some stuff from time to time. But if you sitting there, I get on my significant others in the house, my wife and kids. Like it's okay to look at that stuff. I take a snapshot of it, save it for later. But I try not to spend too much time on it because it can slow you down.
You know Inky Johnson?
I do.
Okay.
Inky from
Yeah, I like
Tennessee.
Inky too. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He got a great story too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any social media.
Yeah.
I'm really
They call him Prince.
Too much trouble. But the IG for the business is Hemp Therapy SC, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And see, well, you can follow me at YTwin because on Twitter, Instagram, Hassani_guy on the Snap. Hassani, it means Swahili. It means handsome in Swahili. My bad. And I am that handsome like I am. I just messed it up. So go ahead, Jerry. Do your thing this time.
Get your social media. New producer.
So I think I'm Biotti5 on Snap and Instagram.
And who you is on Twitter?
50-50.
No.
That
And it free.
That girl V with a D.
D.
You want to put your? You want
Get Jeremy the mic.
Hold on. Put some food.
The code.
Executive is like crazy.
She ain't got it.
Twitter at the Jeremy Gant. Snap and IG Jeremy_Gant. Maddie.
Oh, it's on me. Snapchat, Twitter. That nigga Mally. I'm not that girl Vic. Vic stole my name because I think she want to be me.
Nigga, no.
Whatever. But I'm that nigga Mally on those two. IG, I just look famous. Y'all already know.
And you can follow me on Twitter and IG at the Money QB. Go to Snapchat, Fine Ass Twin. For the podcast, go to Navy Black Pod on Twitter and IG. Go to YouTube. Thank y'all for the subscriptions. Thank y'all for liking, commenting. Go to Navy Black Podcast. Subscribe to your boys. Just keep building us up, man. We love the love. We just love the love, man. We just love the love, man. We might be at 400 subscribers after this week. Thank everybody. Go to the website. You can get shirts like Bring Value, Actions Over Words, Be a Doer, sweatshirts, hoodies, whatever you need, man. We trying to grow in 2022 and be the best we can be. Just know, Actions Over Words. This is Nate Black Podcast. We'll see y'all next week. Yeah, it is.